Hi guys, if you have tapped on this video, you are probably interested in ways to make money from home, or specifically affiliate marketing. And there's a lot to talk about, so it may end up more than one video, but for today, it's going to kind of be an intro to affiliate marketing or affiliate marketing 101. If you hear background noise, I do apologize. We have a brand new puppy and 3 grown dogs. So for me, the journey to find a way to generate income from my home began almost 17 years ago when my husband and I first started having children together, and we decided that I would stay home. So I gave up my job as a preschool teacher and I began to stay home with the children. Well, very quickly, I began to realize that although my husband could cover, the mortgage and the bills, it left nothing else. And I really needed to find a way to make income so that life wasn't just paying the bills. And, really, especially when you have kids, there's recreation, there's, you want to buy them things, toys, clothes outside of, what they absolutely need. And of course, things for myself, or things for the home. So I began looking and researching and trying out all kinds of different things. Now, one of the things that worked for me, and I did it for years, was I ran a home daycare. And, it was a lot of work. There was licensing and all of that. And it actually did do very well financially. But I had small children at home at the time. So by the time all of the little kids went home, I was burnt out. I felt like I had nothing left to give my own small children at the end of the day. It was very different than when I worked at a preschool, brick and mortar building versus being at home doing it alone, having no other grown-ups to talk to, and just being with small children all of the time. So after several years, I ended up closing down, and then once again, my research began. What could I do from home that would make a decent income? But, one, I wanted something that I didn't have to put a lot of cost into. The puppy has thrown her bone around. I apologize. And two, something that actually was going to work, because if you go on any of these forums, any of these social media, groups and forums of different things, or even Google, to find ways to make money working from home, you are going to find a lot of things that sound like a great idea, but when you try to put it into practice, it just falls flat, right? It just doesn't really work, or it's pennies at best. I stumbled upon affiliate marketing kind of by accident. So I was, as a lot of people are, always on Facebook, and I would come across these, steals and deals groups, promo codes for things specifically on Amazon, but offering great deals at other stores as well. And I shop them all the time. I still shop even other people's groups. But I started to think one day, well, where are they getting these promo codes? And, what are they getting out of this? And there's so many of them. And as I stayed in some of these groups for any length of time and started to kind of talk to the admins, and get to kind of know them a little bit, I realized these people are just like me. So if they're running these groups, and some of them had been around for a long time, so I would assume we're making decent money at it, what is it all about? And I felt like I couldn't really ask them, right? I felt like, I don't know, is that stepping on toes? Is that rude? I couldn't find a way to ask them. So I started researching it on my own, and that's how I became aware of what affiliate marketing is. And you see it all the time, you just don't realize that that's what you're looking at. Whether you're reading a blog and then, it highlights in blue one of the topics that they're talking about, and if you on purpose or accidentally click on it, you are redirected to another site, and often to a site that's going to try to sell you something that you had just been reading about. That is affiliate marketing. Or maybe you are in some of these Facebook groups where these promo codes are offered for, huge amounts of money off of a specific, a little glitch. So as I began to research exactly what these people were doing, I realized very quickly it is very easy. It is insanely easy. So I jumped on board, and that was about 2 years ago, and I'm still doing it to this day. What am I doing? I'm running Facebook groups, multiple groups, and they're dedicated to the average person. So what is the average person looking for? Kids, clothes for themselves, toys, household goods, food. I'm not in the big leagues, and there are high rollers out there making millions doing affiliate marketing, but I'm not there. And matter of fact, even in the social media affiliate marketing, there's one girl who runs a couple of different groups, and she was recently highlighted in Forbes magazine because she's making like $220,000 a year. I'm not. But I am making a comfortable amount of money. And I want to be real honest with you. Is it easy? Yes, very easy. Could I put a lot more time into it and make a lot more money? Yes, but I don't really have that time, or maybe I just don't have good time management skills. But I also have 3 boys at home. I have a 16-year-old who is wanting to join the military at 17 instead of 18, which means he has to graduate early. So he is doing online and homeschool so he can double up on all of his credits. I have a middle son who is 13, who is highly dedicated to football and has practice like every single day of the week. And then I have a 7-year-old who has some special needs and just needs a little bit more attention and has more appointments and things like that. So with that, I have a husband in law enforcement who is never home because of his schedule. I'm pretty sure at this point he's a figment of my imagination. Like I told you earlier, I have 4 dogs now with the puppy. I have 2 cats, I have 10 chickens, and I have a hog. So I have a lot going on to keep my day rather busy. So in theory, yes, I could make a lot more money. That's going to come down to how much time you have to, really devote to this. If you have a family, if you have, other things going on, then you're probably going to be at mid-range. But I want to be honest about one thing. It doesn't happen overnight. I have been doing it for almost 2 years. And in the beginning, it can feel not worth it. It can feel frustrating. You can start to just get kind of disappointed because initially I'm setting up this little group on social media. I'm dropping all these links. I'm not making anything. I'm making, pennies and dollars for what felt like an enormous amount of my time, because in the beginning, I really put a lot of time into it. And I think that's where a lot of people, fall off the boat. They're like, forget it. This is stupid. It's not going anywhere. I'm not making any money. You have to stick with it, and you have to really network and be persistent. You can't just set up a group and just assume that all these people out there are going to find their way to your group or your blog or, however you're doing it. I'm going to use myself and use social media because that is what I'm doing. And honestly, that is kind of the future of things. It is projected that affiliate marketing is the future. It is going to continue to be a very lucrative business because more and more businesses are going online and more businesses are turning to affiliate marketing to get their product out there and, promo codes and sales and, all that kind of stuff to draw in new customers. And they know that social media is life right now. It is how people communicate. It is how people find out about new products or, things that they may want to try. They watch other people reviewing on social media. They watch the ads, or really the ads are kind of sent to them based on the other kind of things that they show interest in. So it is the future of, sales and commerce and affiliate marketing. So that is where I would suggest that at the very least that you begin. If not, that be where you put most of your time. Like I said, the good thing is you don't have to put any money into this. All you have to do is have a good social media presence. And if you feel like, you don't, or, you're a little bit shy on social media, that's okay too, because you don't have to show yourself. If you set up, a page dedicated just to, your affiliate marketing, you don't ever even have to show yourself. You don't even have to show your face. You can have like an avatar on there for, all anybody cares. But you do want to engage, and you do want, to make sure that your page is not solely just link. Have fun, videos or polls, or, try to chit chat and have a relationship. I kind of feel like some of my pages are almost like family now. I have gotten over the years to know some of the members so well just through social media that some of them ended up on my personal page. I've watched their children, going from preschool to, kindergarten, now to first grade. I've watched their older kids get married. I've watched so many different things happen in people's lives. You really start to feel like, you know each other. And that is key, because then they're going to stay with you and not go off to the next person. So let me make this really simple. You can use your own Facebook page. I don't suggest it. Why? Because your family and friends and everybody, they're going to get real tired of feeling like you're spamming them with links and products all the time. Not a good idea. You want to set up a separate page. Now, that can be where you start to feel frustrated, because where do you find members? I mean, other than, your immediate family, your friends, the few people on Facebook, that you might have from years ago from high school, or a former job that you were at, but you don't really talk all that much. Okay. So once you get all of them over there, what then? There's a handful of people, right? So you really need to network. And by networking, I mean, yes, word of mouth, asking your friends and family to invite everybody that they know. And everybody loves a sale, so it's not that hard, okay? Everybody wants a bargain. You can advertise in some kind of like local mom Facebook groups, or your neighborhood Facebook groups. The one thing that you don't want to do, hear me out, hear me on this. If you don't take in anything else that I say, don't go to other sales and deals groups and drop your link in there trying to get members that are in those groups. That is absolutely the fastest way to get like blacklisted in the Facebook affiliate world. Okay, don't do it. But you can reach out to some of them and say, hey, can you promote my group in your group, and I will promote your group in my group? Because at the end of the day, there's enough customers to go around for everybody. It's not like if you showcase somebody else's group, that's taken away from your sales. People are going to buy what people want to buy. It doesn't matter who they're buying it from. And it is a nice way to not only get other members for your group, but also to, get to know the other affiliate marketers, because they can ultimately start giving you tips on what you could be doing better, what you're doing great, and so on and so forth. So the biggest player in affiliate marketing right now is probably Amazon. No surprise. Amazon runs their own affiliate program. So you would go straight to Amazon, scroll down, the little wording on the bottom where it says, for help or this or that, you'll see affiliate. You click on there, you fill out the form. Amazon is very strict, so they're going to give you a probationary period for, I don't even remember now what it was. I think back then it was like 90 days. I'm not sure what it is now. You have to make at least 3 sales, and you can't break any of their rules, and they will watch you like a hawk for that period of time. I was shut down 3 times and had to reapply 3 times before I got it right. Because I kept doing things that I guess, even though I read the terms and agreement, like I just made mistakes. I used the word Amazon when I wasn't supposed to. I mean, it was like minor things, but read the terms and conditions very carefully, because they will, shut down your affiliate contract. But after 3 times, I got in the flow with things, and now it's been a little over 2 years with no problems. For other places, you can either go to each store, like Walmart has their own affiliate program, Target has their own affiliate program, or you can use one of these kind of one-shot deals. I use Maverly, and I'm going to put the link down below for Maverly. Maverly to me is so user-friendly, and I just love it because I can go in there. It gives you all the brands that they work with. They work with every kind of everything from 1-800-Flowers, Wish, I think Temu is on there now. Some of these Adidas, and then some like smaller places, even some of those food delivery places. I can't even think of the name of them right now. You know, where fresh something or other, where they bring your food to you for the week. They have so many different places on there. Now, I have found, me personally, that the biggest sellers are Amazon and Walmart, but close behind that is the Children's Place. People love that. The clothing is really cheap, and they are free shipping on everything, because a lot of the brands that are on there, you can promote their sales, but you know, Wayfair and all of these, unless it's like an extremely big item, most of them have a shipping cost. Whereas Amazon, most people have Amazon Prime, so they're not worried about that. And the Children's Place, like, it could be one little tiny t-shirt and it's free shipping. So people love that. So I would say Amazon, because that's its own. And I would say, whether it be Maverly or one of these others that you can go out there and find on your own, I would say team up with them. You go on there, you know, fill it out, and boom, you're in. You find products that are on sale. You have a little thing there to get the link, and you put it out for other people to see. And voila, as soon as an item sells, you get commission. Great thing. Listen to this. So if you're putting a link out for Amazon, it could be a bar of soap. I don't care. It could be a $1 bar of soap. If the person clicks on your link and then does all kinds of other shopping, you're getting commission on everything that they bought. So I'm not even joking. Like I think one time I woke up in the morning and I had like a $50 commission just on one computer that I didn't even have for sale. But they clicked through my link, and once they did that, whatever they bought was now my commission. So I get up in the morning, I make a cup of coffee, I, go through all of the deals, and Amazon will actually give you a whole bunch of promo codes in your little affiliate stripe there. I also, at this point, I get a bunch of sellers sending me promo codes. That will happen as, you begin having your group going. Sellers will reach out to you and give you promo codes of their own. And, then I just search. I search Amazon and Walmart and see what's on clearance, what's on sale. I find that you will get in a rhythm. You will start to know what sells best at what times of the year. Obviously, from, I want to say, late August through the first week of December, you could sell anything. You could sell a friggin' unicycle. It doesn't matter, because people are thinking the holidays, and especially as November is rolling through, people are getting desperate. We've all been there. They'll buy anything. When the holidays are over, I personally notice that what starts to sell best is just necessities. People are burnt out from the holidays. So bulk food, cleaning supplies, toiletries in bulk, things like that. People are obviously just kind of buying what they need. Most of them are now strapped for cash because they've spent it all on the holidays. As the summer, starts to get closer, people are thinking bathing suits, they're thinking beach toys, they're thinking sunblock, they're thinking, you know what I mean? Like, you'll start to realize what is selling best at what times of the year. You'll focus on that. So hopefully you've gained some kind of knowledge from this. So step one, Decide how you're going to do it. Are you going to write a blog and you're going to drop links in there for different products related to what you're talking about that day? Are you going to set up an actual social media page? Are you just going to go on TikTok maybe and, promote one item at a time, show it, talk about it, and drop a link to it? How are you going to present your links to people? How are you going to reach people? Maybe you're going to do a combination of all of the above. And that, of course, is probably the best way. In terms of your expectation for money, how much time are you willing to devote to this? Are you going to work 8 hours a day like a full-time job? Are you going to work just whenever you have extra time? Are you going to kind of try to schedule out some points of the day that you're going to devote to it? To me, it's relaxing. I do it in the morning with my coffee. I take a break. I do life. And then in the evening, I typically do more. And Facebook will actually, in your group, will start to give you some analytics, and you'll actually start to see what time people are on your group the most. And then you can kind of go by that to decide when you're going to post your items. I want you to understand the beginning can be slow. It is the point where you're really going to have to decide, are you going to stick through it and are you going to wait for it to build? I can't tell you enough how many times I thought about throwing in the towel. I thought there's no way I'm going to make any money at this whatsoever. And then slowly the numbers started to rise and the sales started to rise and the group member number started to rise. I'm going to put my groups down below in the links as well so that you can either A, shop, which I shop for my own group, or you can kind of look at it to see, what is this all about? What is she even talking about? Because words is one thing, but if you need a visual and you want to go on the groups and start really looking at it and see, well, how is she doing this? What is she doing? What is she even talking about? You can do that as well. So, and then again, I'm going to put Maverly down there. That is going to be kind of your one, your one shop for all of your brands that you might be thinking about promoting. And I will see you again soon. We'll talk about it some more, but this is just kind of, like I said, affiliate marketing 101. Very basic, what it is, what to expect, how much money can you make? What it is, commission through links that bring people to different products for different brands. How much can you make? That number is entirely up to you. It is going to depend on how well you on your own can work independently, how good you are at time management, and how much time you are going to devote to it, especially in networking, to get yourself out into multiple arenas and have people seeing your links. Is this something that you can do while maintaining another job? Yes, this can absolutely just be a side hustle. It can be your full-time job or it can be a side hustle. But obviously, if it is a side hustle, do not expect to make nearly as much money. Remember, in the beginning, it's going to be a lot of time and very little money. As time goes by and as you grow and as your income starts to really become, substantial and to be generating a good amount of income in this, it is going to take diligence and it is going to take time. And you have to be willing to put that time in. I am 2 years in, and I will say, looking back in the beginning, I can't even believe I stuck through it because I was literally making dollars. But now I am definitely making maybe the equivalent of a little bit more than a part-time job. And that is with doing it minimal amount of hours a day. The nice thing though is that it pretty much can become almost a passive income in time. Once you establish all of the places that you're going to do, your links, yes, you have to update them, periodically. I do almost daily, but for some people, they just do it periodically. And I can tell you that on the weekends, I really don't do it. And I still get sales. So that is a passive income. The days when you're doing absolutely nothing for it, but it's still making income. So that is definitely a plus. So if you have any other questions, you can go ahead and leave me a comment and we can talk about it in the next video, and I will see you soon. Bye.